Our regional correspondent Gulliver Cragg joins us now from Kyiv. Gulliver, what can you tell us about the latest developments on the ground this Wednesday?
Well, the Ukrainian counteroffensive east and northeast of Kharkiv certainly is continuing. These four villages that the president has just announced added to territory that they already took. And there's a strategic element to that counteroffensive. It's not just for the sake of getting the Russians away from the city of Kharkiv itself and putting their artillery out of range. It's also about trying to cut off the Russian supply lines to their troops further south, because the Russians are still attacking Ukrainian positions, particularly they're moving sort of southwards from the town of Izum, most of which they control, and they're also moving northwards and westwards from areas that they control in Luhansk region towards the city of Severodonetsk. In Severodonetsk at the moment there is no gas. I think that in most parts there are they don't have electricity either. In the whole of Luhansk region, actually the gas is basically off. People are living there, those who have not left the area, in absolutely terrible conditions. The city authorities in Severodonetsk say that due to the intense bombardment of the city, 70% of its buildings have suffered some damage and 30% are currently not inhabitable.
And Gulliver, we're seeing some new images out of Mariupol of injured Ukrainian soldiers inside that steel plant where they've been holed up. What's the latest there in Mariupol?
Well, as far as I know, Russian forces are continuing on a daily basis to attack the steel plant Azovstal, where the last remaining Ukrainian forces are holed up. It's a huge area, you have to understand, this steel plant. It's the size of a decent-sized town, and it's very well protected by its very thick concrete walls, underground bunkers, whole system there. But of course, they do not in any way have the medical facilities there that they need to treat these people. Fighters from Azovstal, who gave a press conference actually over the weekend, pointed out that, you know, there are people there who've been amputated. As you can see in the pictures, there are people who've had operations after sustaining severe injuries, and these are the kinds of operations that can save your life if you can then be transported reasonably quickly to a proper hospital. But without the proper equipment that they need to keep treating these injuries, people who have had, as it were, successful surgery in terms of amputations that saved their lives are now at risk of death because of the further development of those injuries without proper treatment. And the people who are in Azovstal, who are in quite constant communication actually with the media, thanks to the Starlink satellite internet system, are calling for the Ukrainian government and or the international community to make much more of an effort to try to get them out of there. They say that it's militarily possible to rescue them. The Ukrainian government says it's not.
Yeah, some really stark images coming out of that steel plant in Mariupol. Okay, our regional correspondent Gulliver Cragg. Gulliver, thanks as always.